So let's get into this
luscious and creamy
mac and cheese sauce. You know, the one that you're going to be taking to your next family get together, the one everyone's going to be, talking about, and your auntie's going to be like,
damn, how do you make this?
this is the recipe for that. So this is everything we're putting into our mac and cheese sauce: heavy cream, sharp cheddar, American cheese, Parmesan cheese, and that tangy Tabasco sauce. So let's start making our mac and cheese sauce. We're going to start with 1 pint of heavy cream, and we're going to start off on a low simmer. You want to make sure that you don't burn your cheese sauce. Nothing worse than a burnt cheese sauce. And then to that, we're going to add 1.5 cups of sharp cheddar. This cheese is going to slap us with flavor. And to that, we're going to add the American cheese, 1 single piece at a time. You want to make sure that each piece is fully incorporated and emulsified into the heavy cream, one by one. And I mean this, you need to go one by one. If not, you're going to have a big old clump of cheese floating in your heavy cream. You don't want that. One by one. So with every slice of American cheese that we're tossing in here, this sauce is just going to get more velvety by the slice. And we're going to finish it off with 8 ounces of that nutty Parmesan cheese. This cheese is going to add another depth of flavor to our sauce. And we're going to finish it off with this tangy Tabasco sauce. The vinegar and the spice in the Tabasco sauce itself, that's going to really bring out all those flavors in the cheeses that we put into our cheese sauce. And of course, we got to finish this sucker with some kosher salt. Not your granny salt, kosher salt. And if it gets too thick on you, just add a little bit more heavy cream and thin it out, and you're good to go.